Hello everyone, this is Jeff Kirby, the Philly Mummer Costumer with JMK Costuming and Show Design. We're back for episode number 3 of String Band Marketing. If you followed along, you know we're discussing the 4 P's of marketing: price, place, product, and promotion. On episode 1, we talked a little bit about product and how changing the scoring system would turn the string band division around just like that. We'd go from a 2-string band competition for first place up to probably 8 or 9 bands competing on New Year's Day. It would do wonders for the hobby. Yesterday we discussed place, location. We discussed options of where to move the string bands to for New Year's Day to create a good setting to push that product. We know City Hall isn't working anymore. And we discussed, do they need to stick with props, lessen props, and then kind of go from there as far as location. If you haven't checked those 2 videos out, please go back and watch. And then on today, we're going to talk a little bit about promotion. We're going to talk about social media. Now with promotion, it's advertising, right? So you've got TV, radio. With radio, string bands, you've got 5 nights a week at no cost to call Jackie Bam Bam. WMMR, huge reach in the Philadelphia area. Jackie Bam Bam wants you to call. You have fundraisers coming up? Call Jackie Bam Bam. You have a concert coming up? Call Jackie Bam Bam. You want to do a membership drive? Call Jackie Bam Bam. He's waiting for you to call. Don't waste that airtime. We're going to discuss also, you've got grassroots, which the mummers could benefit hugely by a grassroots campaign. And there are many options for grassroots campaigns. We'll discuss those in a later episode. Today, we're going to talk about social media. A couple years ago, I did put in a proposal to run the social media for the String Band Association. Unfortunately, they wouldn't even look at it. They said they had their guy, which is kind of unfortunate. At the time, I was working for a pretty large ad agency. We had our own in-house production department with the cameras. We made our own commercials, all that stuff. I had a few of them on board to help out because my plan was to start doing podcasts, which I actually ended up doing a few years ago on my own. But making like small documentaries, getting you behind the scenes to hype things up going into New Year's Day. I really wanted to get those, like I said, mini documentary series going. I also had a series, and we'll discuss this, a series plan to just kind of sit down with members at their club and just talk to them one-on-one as a series, which would have been very, very interesting to get into the lives of string band members. I think that helps connect, and storytelling, obviously, is always a great thing to listen to when you've got a great story to tell. Right now, you've got Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok. Those are your big 4. But what do you do with them? So the last few years, the string bands have pretty much just been hitting share on videos. They wait for a string band or a person to post a video of a string band parading on 4th of July or whatever, hit the share button. That's not marketing. And you're not creating any excitement or connection there. It's just content, right? And of course, people are going to like it. It's nice to listen to a string band, but you're not adding any motivation behind it. So before I started recording this, I just wrote down a few things I've got stowed away with the plan I had. I have a number of campaigns to run on social media for the string bands. Again, like I've said before, I didn't want to listen to it, but we're going to talk about it here. So first of all, a branding campaign. So right now the string bands don't have a brand. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they are, and they haven't branded themselves. They need to brand themselves. If you look back on my videos, I've got the Mummers Parade with the bobblehead where it was always tagged with "There's nothing like it," right? Off of that line, "There's nothing like it," I could sit here and write a huge campaign off of that one tagline. Okay, the string bands need to kind of pick the nerve of who they are, create a strong tagline for branding, and then build a brand around that. Right now, it's just watch our videos. So branding alone will take the string bands a long way. They've got to catch up with the times, big time. Awareness. Now, this also falls into branding, but But awareness, let the public know what's going on, and again, who you are. If you've got a concert coming up, who you are as people. What kind of good deeds, goodwill are you doing in the community? They kind of cover that pretty well right now. They could do a lot more. They could build a nice awareness campaign. Okay, that's what we're lacking here, campaigns. And maybe I'll discuss what campaigns actually are. It's not just putting things out there. You've got to have the catalyst, the seed of the campaign, and then you grow all of your content off of that seed. Recruitment. The Stringman Association needs to build a strong recruitment strategy and campaign. I suggested this to the marketing committee. I was on that for a day before they kicked me off a few years ago. I had mentioned a recruitment strategy. I had a uncalled for scathing email sent back to me by one of the members of the committee saying that was all reliant upon the individual clubs. False. You are an association. You should be taking care of each other, and you've got more of a following on the association page than you do as an individual club. Not saying clubs shouldn't be doing it either. They should. But it's also the responsibility of the association. Behind the scenes, this is what I was talking about. And Frailinger did this. They made one video. I think we need to see more. But they made a really good video that got you behind the scenes of a rehearsal. As I mentioned, this is back at the end of November, I think, or beginning of December. You were able to connect with the show. You were able to connect a little bit with the membership, but more so the show. So you wanted to see the show. You got to know a little bit of character. You heard a little bit of music. Those things are effective with the audience. Okay. Personal engagement. This goes back to the concept I had with creating the one-on-one talks, just sitting at the club, getting to know the mummers, getting to know a little bit about the personal lives, right? So occupation, family, other hobbies. It's letting the audience, the public know, mummers are just regular people and anybody can join. They're doing the same things you do. They're into baseball. They've got families. They've got grandkids. They've got all this other stuff going on, but they make time for this great hobby of being in the mummers, being in the string bands, and telling these stories connects. And even if it pulls in 5 people, that person might bring in more, Events, we kind of talked about that. But again, you've got to make a campaign out of it. You've got to make it engaging. You've got to make it fun. You can't just say, the fill in the blank string band is playing here at 8:00 for a concert. Be there. Make it fun. Make little commercials around it. Again, create an event campaign and follow that campaign. Interaction. Get the audience involved. You can create challenges. You can create contests. Maybe have somebody design a costume for you. If you don't like it, you can change it, whatever. But it gets people involved. Things like that. Fundraisers. Get the public involved with fundraising. And then always have a call to action. So what is it? Oh, merchandise. That's the one I didn't write down. Get some good merchandise. Not something that just says String Band Association. Make some cool stuff. You've got 126 years of history to pull from. You can make some cool T-shirts of things that have happened in the past. You can make cool posters, keychains, things like that. A logo, a String Band Association logo isn't going to go far. But when you start making cool stuff, get a good artist to start making cool stuff. Sell it. It'll work. But always have a call to action, no matter what the post is. Be there New Year's Day. Buy this T-shirt. Things like that. Fundraising. Help us fundraise. Click here. You've always got to have a call to action. Make people respond to what you're doing. So that is my... I'm trying to keep time down. I understand these talks get long. So I'm going to keep it at that for social media. There's a lot more to build on for that. But it's going to start with branding, and that kind of goes back to what I was saying yesterday with location. The Stringmans have to figure out who they are, pick at the tooth, find your brand, and create a branding campaign around that. Hopefully this was fun to listen to. Thanks for following along. Again, comments, ideas. Put your ideas out there, people. Let's have some fun with this, and let's build on them. All right, so thanks for sticking along. This is Jeff Kirby, Philly member customer, JMK Costuming and Show Design. Stick around. We got more coming. Take care. Bye.